undeniable, unbreakable, unshakable belief in yourself. Claudia Ramirez, empowering you to become the optimal leader of your life. Let's turn on the Mindset Mic. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Mindset Mic. Let's talk about burning the bridges. What does this look like? How can you do it? How does it play a role in the overall picture? I believe wholeheartedly that this is one of the reasons why I have been able to accomplish some of those things that didn't make sense on paper. And despite unpopular belief, maybe people say there's a plan A and a plan B. For me, a plan A and a plan B and a plan C and a plan D are very different. And I want to share a little bit about this with you. And hopefully you can walk away from this episode feeling empowered to take that leap in your life. Listen, when it comes to burning a bridge, you want to be able to understand that maybe it's not going to be the easiest thing. Maybe, turning on or, igniting the match. Is that how you say it? You ignite the match? I don't really play with matches, but you know what I mean. It's maybe the tough part. Maybe letting it go. Maybe getting your mind wrapped up into it to get yourself to this point to begin with is difficult. But once you get to the other side, it becomes a lot better and refreshing because you realize that the only way is forward. I perhaps have shared this with you, and it's like a daydream that I once had, and it's something that became very powerful. I didn't hear it anywhere. Maybe you've heard it in the podcast. I picture my life as a plan A, plan B, plan C, and plan D. And yours as well. A plan A being that everything picture perfect for what was created and destined for you. That bigger idea, that bigger reality, that bigger purpose for why you were created. And somewhere that you can get to if you ignore the fear and the doubt and the uncertainty and the I don't know how and the nobody believes in me and the look at the mistakes that I've made. When we ignore that, we're more likely to get to the destiny that was created for us. That bigger picture, that whole reason why you were here. And then some way, somehow, I believe that there's a plan B and a plan C in which you're going to be taken care of. However, is it really the ultimate destination that you were supposed to get to? And that is what moves me. That is what gives me, I don't know about you, but what gives me or what I find gives people the intrinsic motivation to burn the bridge. It's the belief. It's the undeniable, unbreakable, unshakable belief in yourself. Having the faith of what's on the other side without even seeing it. Knowing in your heart and in your gut that you're not making a mistake, that you're giving yourself a chance to explore what's on the other side. Think about a race where you commit to a pace. You commit to giving it your all. But there's still that whisper in your ear that says, oh, don't you worry, oh, don't you worry. You can slow down at any moment. And then you do. But then when you commit to, I'm not going to slow down. I'm going to give it all. And I'm going to finish strong. And at the end, I'm going to realize that I could because I believed that I could. And because I took the action with the confidence that told me that I could. And so I did. Do you see where I'm at? Do you see what I'm talking about? How does this apply to you in your journey? This is why people go back to toxic relationships. They don't burn the bridge. This is why people say they're going to start a journey and they never do. They don't burn the bridge. The old version of them The old habits, the old reality is still lingering and teasing them. But what happens when you give it all for all in the journey? What does this do in your life? All of a sudden, you gain clarity. I like to think of it as walking through the fog. You know there's something on the other side. You feel it in your heart. You feel it in your gut. You can't stop thinking about it. You go back to it time and time and time again, whatever it is for you. And you say, it's time to stop ignoring it. And then you walk. And there's a bridge. It's foggy, but you walk. And then once you get to the other side, you cut the ropes that are holding the bridge up. And you say, that's it. There isn't a way back. The only way is forward. Perhaps the path isn't clear. Perhaps you're going to create the own path. Perhaps it's a journey that is uncertain. But you wouldn't have been able to cross if you had not been meant to be on that end. And if you weren't supposed to and you already crossed, then life will help you find a way to where you were supposed to be, as long as you keep believing. Burning the bridge. Not giving yourself a plan B. Oh my God, when people talk about plan B, how many times have I heard, oh, well, if the business doesn't work out, what are you going to do? Yeah, but if you don't get a scholarship right away, then what? Oh, and what about the relationship if it doesn't work out? And then? And then what? And then you grow. And then you learn. And then you become a stronger version of the person who you were before you even walked across the bridge. But in the meantime, you have the self-belief and the courage, the guts to walk across. That is where it's at. Imagine a life in which you say, I will because I can, and I can because I believe, and you just face this adversity and the unknown just head first. Let's go. And from there, beautiful, beautiful experiences start unfolding. And then you understand. Everything starts making sense. And it starts by cutting the rope. It starts by turning on the match and letting it go and burning the bridges. It's something that could be so powerful to just release the idea of a plan B. I don't think I have given myself many plan Bs in my journey. Different journeys, from athletic to career to this to that. Just, this is what I'm doing. I'm going all out. Something will come out of it. I believe in myself, and we go and we go and we go. And what happens is that the times where I have given myself an out in a race, for example, like, oh, can I? And you just, I've had to work extra hard to make it up. All of a sudden, things don't start shaping so easily. Things aren't flowing. You feel resistance. You feel stressed. You feel anxiety because you're going against what's naturally for you. There have been so many times when somebody said, I remember when I was a freshman in college, and my coach, who, by the way, told me that he believed I was a great leader, and he gave me a John C. Maxwell book and everything, and it was a great time. But he essentially said, we can't run anymore. This isn't working. I suggest that you just never run again, or at least not in college, and just let's call it a day. That experience, I just couldn't fathom that somebody was saying that I was not meant to reach my goal. And I decided to believe in myself and believe that there was a way. I gave up on my goal. I went to another school where they found out that I was there, and I was able to walk on again. And I share this with you because the undeniable belief was there. And the gut feeling of, fine, just leave the school and go somewhere else because this isn't going to be for you, was there. And although I gave up on my dream for about 2 weeks, what happened on the other side was that all of my dreams came true. And I did not anticipate that. And so that's sometimes what the plan A looks like. You cross, you burn the bridge, you say, well, what the heck, gotta keep going. And then when you get to the other side, you understand the why of everything else. It's like the answers are on the other side. If you don't burn the bridge now, you could spend years of your life wishing you had. You could spend years of your life living in regret. You could give up that one thing that was just so meant to be for you. There's a beautiful quote by Steve Prefontaine, who was an outstanding American runner, had all the records. And if you haven't watched the movies, Without Limits, beautiful, Prefontaine, beautiful. And he says, to give anything less than your best is to sacrifice the gift. I don't like the word sacrifice, but the trade-off. What is that trade-off? If you don't give your best, what are you trading? What are you giving up on? Is it your relationship? Is it your dream life? Is it your dream career? Is it your dream business? Is it your lifestyle, your health, your nutrition? What is it that you're giving up on by not giving your best? What does your best look like? That's up to you. And that's something that you get to determine. How do you gain clarity about when it is the right time to burn the bridge? Let's not go around burning every single bridge and every single road. That could be a little dangerous game. I want to encourage you to get clear, gain clarity, and focus on what is on the other side. And for that, it takes knowing oneself. It takes understanding, who am I? What do I seek? Why do I want this? How do I get there? Let's make it happen. That process is going to make it simpler for you to make, or more simple, I speak Spanish, for you to get to the other side. It's easier to read the manual and decipher the roadmap when you know what language it's in. This is why my course is called Your 60-Day Mindset Roadmap. It takes you from point A to Z and then back around. But if you're looking for a very, very simple way to gain clarity, I would suggest starting with the vision board course. I give you mindset coaching. You get clear on your goals. I teach you goals the way that I would teach any client. We make a vision board. We implement visualization techniques, including for the visually impaired and others. And then we focus on the now what. And it's fun. And it's a great project to do at any time of the year for yourself and for your future. That is where I would start. Just know that I believe in you. I am rooting you on. If you've listened to the entire episode, or if you listen to any of my podcast episodes, I know that you have what it takes to get to the other side and not look back. It's so important that you believe in yourself. Develop that unshakable, unbreakable belief. Know that it's for you because it's in your mind for no other reason than that. And have the guts and the courage. Gift yourself that one moment while you take that leap, while you jump to see what's on the other side. If you need extra support, take the Vision Board course. Access to you, theclaudiaramirez.com/courses, link down below. Click on it, join it, enroll in it, take it at your own pace. Send me any questions if you have them, and know that I believe in you. Keep being the optimal leader of your life. I believe in you. I love you. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.